Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and children of all ages, welcome to tonight's game between the visiting Lions of Newtown and the Eagles of Chazy. Now for the starting lineups. First for the visiting Lions. Number 4, Darren Bradley. Number 5, Ron. Number 10, Joe Martin. Number 11, Josh Allen. Number 43, Lloyd Moore. The players of first starting for the Western. Now for the Chazy Eagles. Number 25, Ken Gordon.
I ain't gonna be able to get it now. I can't.
Well, Staub, it's January 4th, and the Chazy Eagles will do their fight song. All right, I'm here, Joey Trombley, sitting here with George, the supervisor, Spiegel. Staub, we're in for a good game tonight between the E-Town Lions and the Chazy Eagles. It should be a good interconference game between these two gladiators.
Yes, I agree with you, Joey. These Lions don't have a lot of height, but they've got a lot of speed. They're 4-3 on the year so far. Chazy is 6-3. Chazy coming off at a real emotional, great game they played against Northeastern Clinton recently, a big upset. So they're going to have to really psych themselves up to get ready for tonight's game.
Well, Staub, you're definitely right about the Northeastern game. It was probably one of the best games that we saw Chazy play this year. And with Chazy, it's a tale of two tapes. We saw them play against Westport, did not play that well, ended up losing that game by about 20 points. But they come out and they play a CVAC power like Northeastern, and they beat them by 10. So what Chazy team will show up tonight, we're about to find out.
Joey, I agree. They've had an up and down season. When they're hot, and when they're not, they're not. They got to show a little more consistency, but I think tonight's battle is going to be a good one.
All right, well, the tap goes to E-Town-Lewis. E-Town has the ball. We're looking at Huddig. Huddig hits it over to Hume. Hume goes to the top of the key. He looks around. A nice pass over to Ratliff. Ratliff back to Hume. They're moving the ball very well, E-Town. There's 16 seconds on the shot clock. Good defense by Chazy. Number 23, Hume buries a three-pointer, and E-Town scores 3 points, and they do have the speed stop. We saw that in that first offensive possession.
Yes, they moved the ball around really, really well, found the man underneath, got it out to the man in three-point lane, and he drained it.
Well, Chazy's working the ball around now. There's 22 seconds on the shot clock. Kenny Boyer had a heck of a game against Northeastern. He tried taking it inside, and the foul was called by Plant. And Chazy will get the ball underneath. Kenny tried going to the hoop. Good defense by E-Town, but they were called for the foul. Corey Lewis taking the ball out. He sees Kenny Boyer out on the wing. Over to Ellis. Ellis over to Goodwin. Goodwin. Lewis will take the three-pointer. He hits rim. Rebound by Ratliff. And here comes E-Town. Chazy will set up for their zone defense. They're currently playing a 2-3 zone. Right now you have Ratliff. Ratliff looking. He passes it over to... I don't have his number right yet, but that would have been Mowry. It's the far side right now to Huddig, way over to Ratliff. Ratliff lets another 3 go. Good rebound, good position by Mr. Martin over there, Sean Martin, who was the all-star goalie for the Eagles of Chazy this year in soccer.
Ooh, that was I'm not sure about that call. Corey Lewis looks like he let go of that ball, and that just flew through the hands of some E-Town Lions, but we got possession, so we're back in business.
Okay, well, the ball is back in. We got Goodwin on the top of the key. He's looking inside to Martin. Martin looking to take it to the hoop. He does. Nice move. Ball was in and out. Rebound, E-Town. E-Town has a 3-0 lead with 6 minutes and 30 seconds here in the first quarter. Good position by Goodwin, but no foul called. There was contact, but no foul called. And you have Hume with the ball. Good ball movement by E-Town. Oh, over to Ratliff. Ratliff is driving. Good defense by Chazy, and Martin gets a second board tonight. Almost throws it away. Oh, Kenny Boyer over to Corey Lewis. Lewis is the playmaker for Chazy. A little give and go, and he's rejected by the backboard on that one. Rebound, E-Town.
Chazy not quite getting the breaks as of yet, but they got to slow it down a little bit. Play the game they did the other night. They'll get back into it.
Well, the game against Northeastern, they went into a half-court offense where they worked the shot clock down, and they weren't trying to run with Northeastern, and that's why they won that game. They're trying to run with E-Town right now, and right now they're down 3-0. So I think Chazy's game is a half-court game.
Absolutely, Joey, and if they slow it down, they look for the open man, take their time, they can score some points. They got a lot of guys that can drain three-pointers from three-point land. Costly mistakes like that one right there will cost them all night. You can't turn over the ball. That's a big key to this ball game.
Yeah, Goodwin can't believe he was called for the travel. He's asking the ref now exactly what happened. Ref tells Goodwin what he did wrong. It's E-Town's ball, 3-0 lead. Right now up in the stands I see Coach Welch for Willsboro, and this is a big game between Chazy and E-Town, and he wants to see how his boys match up. And right now he's seeing Chazy trailing 6-0 with Huddig hitting a 3-pointer right there. 5 minutes and 23 seconds. Ball goes over to Goodwin. Goodwin out to Corey Ellis. Ellis looking over. Ellis throws the ball away. Ellis is getting the start because Jacob Spiegel, I guess, hurt his leg during practice this week. Is that right, Stubb?
That's right, Joey. My inside sources tell me that Jacob sprained his knee this week. He's going to be out for about a week. I don't think he'll make the Willsboro game, to be honest with you, and Corey Ellis is taking his spot. He is a very, very good shooter, Ellis, when he gets on his game. I'm sure he'll do fine as long as he keeps his composure. He's a young player. He's got a lot of growth potential. He's got a lot to learn. He's got to step in Jacob's shoes and fill those shoes tonight.
Well, it's games like this that will help him mature. There's no doubt about it. This is a big game. Coach Stebbins did not like what he saw in the first 2 minutes and 49 seconds of the first quarter. They're down 6-0 on 2 3-pointers by E-Town. Coach Stebbins is definitely animated in the timeout right now, yelling instructions to his players, trying to get them focused to come out of this timeout and try to gain control of this game. But right now, it is Chazy ball. E-Town is setting up for a full court press, man-to-man press. Ellis finds Goodwin. Goodwin looking around. He is dribbling it up. He crosses line very easily, beats the 10-second mark. He's trying to get fancy with the ball. There's a lot of speed from E-Town, like you said earlier, Staub, and they can steal that ball from you.
Yeah, they're not big physically, but boy, they got a lot of speed. And Chazy's got to play their big men, I think. They got to find the big men underneath the boards and play them.
Well, E-Town was running there, but he slipped, and the ball coming the other way for Chazy with Corey Ellis with the ball. He slows it up. E-Town is playing an aggressive zone right now inside to Goodwin, and a beautiful give and go from Ellis to Goodwin, and Chazy cuts the lead to 4.
Very nice play. Ellis looked up, saw Goodwin go into the hole, fed him underneath, and he nailed it.
All right, we got a 6-2 ball game. Chazy had a little press working. Now they're back down to their 2-3 zone. E-Town is moving the ball around very well. It's inside to Mallory. Mallory makes the move, makes the bucket, and it's a 6-point lead. The ball goes to the playmaker, Corey Lewis, and you know when Corey Lewis moves, Chazy moves.
That's right. He's the backbone to this team. He's got a lot of pressure on him tonight with Spiegel out, and he's going to have to be on his game big time and put even a little bit extra effort in. But, you know, in big games like this, it's always somebody that's an unknown that usually steps up and pulls it out for him. So who knows who's going to be the star tonight.
Well, I'll tell you right there, it was a good give and go from Kenny Boyer to Andy Goodwin. Andy Goodwin has the first basket, went strong to the hoop. He got fouled. He's going to the line for 2. He has a chance to cut this lead in half. Andy Goodwin could be the dark horse tonight.
I think E-Town's got Corey Lewis's number too. I think that they're covering him very, very strong tonight, not letting him get to the hoop like he normally does. Corey Lewis is the kind of player that he wants to go inside the paint and draw the fouls all night long. Haven't seen him do that yet tonight.
Well, Andy Goodwin hits 1 of 2, and the one that he misses, Sean Martin gets a nice offensive rebound. Very impressive. He tries to get into Kenny Boyer. It's knocked out by E-Town. If the pressure's put on Corey Lewis like we're talking about, again, Andy Goodwin has soft hands. He may be the dark horse to make the difference in this game.
Yeah, it's going to be him or Corey Ellis. I'll tell you, we need some three-point shooters tonight, though. And both of them, like you say, have soft hands. We need to work our inside game also, though. You're noticing that we are controlling the boards at this point. Our big men are a little bit taller than they are. Not quite as fast, but we got to use our height.
And let's not forget Kenny Boyer, the game he had against Northeastern Clinton. To me, that was Kenny Boyer's breakout game this year. He played an awesome game offensively and defensively, was scoring some points. There was travel, I guess, called on the play. It is E-Town's ball. The score is 8-3, a 5-point lead. Pressure put on by the Eagles of Chazy as E-Town is trying to bring the ball up the court. What we have right now, we have Ratliff with the ball. He overlooks the court. He gives it up to Hume. Hume looking around over to Ratliff. Chazy's playing an aggressive zone defense right now. But Hume will take the three-pointer, and that's the third three-pointer of the game for E-Town. So they're hitting their shots. They got an 11-3 lead, 8-point deficit for Chazy with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. Andy Goodwin is bringing it up right now. Getting to Corey Lewis. Corey Lewis trying to make something happen here. He wants to drive. He's a little fancy on the dribble right now. He's going to be called for travel, I bet. No. I thought he traveled on that, but actually it was a call on Mowry, and Mowry doesn't think it should be a foul, but the ref sees it the other way, and it's Chazy ball underneath the basket. Joey,
I know Corey Lewis has a lot of pressure on him tonight with Spiegel being out, but he's got to use his team. He can't be a one-man show out there. He had some players open on that last possession. Got to look around, take advantage of your open men.
Well, Chazy definitely has a mark on their back. I can assure you that E-Town is very well aware that Chazy upset Northeastern, who is a powerhouse in the CVAC. And so E-Town is going to come out and play a strong game, as they've shown the first 5 minutes of this game with an 8-point lead.
They're moving the ball very, very well, and they're hitting their shots. Another three.
I mean, that's 4 threes in the first quarter. They have got to be shooting like 80% here in the first quarter on those three-pointers. If they keep shooting like that, like this the whole game, Chazy's in for a long night, because how do you defend against that?
Oh, I'll tell you, and Sean Martin is hurt. We have number 55 going in for Chazy, which is Miguel Engelhardt, another tall boy from Chazy. I'm not sure what Sean did. It looks like he hurt his ankle.
Yeah, that'd be a tough break for them if Sean's taken out of the game here. They're down by 11. Corey Lewis is coming up. He's guarded by Mowry. Lewis trying to make the move. Lewis will try to do a lot himself, and he's very athletic, like we said during the Northeastern game. He makes that basket, and it's 14-5. Hume, he passes it over to Mowry. Mowry makes the move on Lewis. Kenny Boyer comes over to help. Oh, missed by E-Town. Rebound E-Town. Hume misses the shot. Kenny Boyer trying to get it. Hume's a good little athlete here. He gets the rebound. Hume has the ball now. Chazy's resetting. Okay, there's a minute 54, 20 seconds on the shot clock, and a 9-point E-Town lead right now. Oh yeah, Kenny Boyer got called for the push trip. No matter how you call it, it's a foul. E-Town coach is getting very animated over there. A minute 48 in the first quarter left here. It's a 9-point E-Town lead. Oh, they finally missed a three-pointer because they were hot the first 4 times with them. They throw the ball back out. They got a new shot clock. It's 30 seconds. Coach is yelling instructions to them. There's a drive. There was a breakdown on the Chazy defense. Huddig makes the basket. Devins does not like what he sees. Calls timeout, and he calls his troops over. We'll be back after this message. And, well, we aren't going to break right now. The Chazy cheerleaders are coming out, and they're going to entertain the crowd right now. A very nice cheer by the Chazy cheerleaders, and the crowd gives them a nice round of applause there.
Joey, those Chazy cheerleaders look like they got more athletic ability than the Chazy boys at this point, but we're not going to say that until the game is over. We have faith in the Chazy boys.
Stop, you are funny. The 16-5, it is an E-Town lead right now. A totally different complexion from the Northeastern game, Stop.
Yes, it is, and I'll tell you, we're making some costly mistakes. Corey Ellis just made a real bad defensive error right there. He should have been setting low, guarding his man, and the man beat him. Got right underneath the basket for a clear, easy shot. Got to be great on defense tonight. These guys are very, very quick.
All right, well, we're back to the action here with Goodwin with the ball in the corner. Goodwin looking. He hits the playmaker, Lewis. Lewis has the ball. He's pointing to Kenny Boyer to set a pick. Comes back out to the point. Looks like he tried to get it to Miguel Engelhardt. Miguel wasn't expecting it. It's out of bounds. It is E-Town ball. Oh, the call is reversed. It's Chazy ball. At first, there was a little confusion between the referees, but it's now straightened out, and it is Chazy ball underneath. A minute lot 9 left in the quarter. 26 seconds on the shot clock, with Lewis taking the ball out. Lewis has a head fake. Lewis will take the three-pointer. They needed to have that one drop, but it doesn't, and it's rebound Hume for E-Town, and he's taking it up the court. He's coming down. Ratliff is on the wing. Hume still has the ball, guarded by Engelhardt. He passes it over to Ratliff, guarded by Lewis. Stolen by Corey Ellis. Good defensive play. Gets it over to Kenny Boyer, over to Andy Goodwin. Chazy's running the court, but E-Town gets back fast. Engelhardt loses the ball trying to go up. Kenny Boyer, the ball is rejected. Number 5, Plant for E-Town, made a good defensive play on Kenny Boyer there.
Great defensive play on Kenny Boyer. I mean, he just had all ball in that play. Kenny was wide open underneath the basket. Had to go up strong. Just couldn't get the ball up in the air fast enough. But Chazy got the ball back.
A lot of contact underneath. Finally, their foul called on E-Town, and it is Huddig. It is 16-5 with 23.7 seconds left. E-Town with 11-point lead.
Joey, this isn't the same Chazy team we saw against Northeastern Clinton a few nights ago, but they are missing 2 key players at this point.
That's true. We were missing Jacob Spiegel and Sean Martin at this point. But we talked about Corey Ellis earlier in the game, and he just nailed a three-pointer. And like Northeastern, Chazy needs to hit a couple three-pointers to bring out that E-Town defense so they can feed the big men like they did against Northeastern.
That's right, Joey. And right now, Kenny Boyer has got to be careful because I believe he's got 2 fouls at this point. It's early in the ball game, only the first quarter. We don't want to get him in foul trouble. We need his height.
Well, Chazy has cut the lead to half. In half, I should say. But Plant has just given them a 9-point lead. Jeremy Latchmore is in for Kenny Boyer right now. Kenny does have 2 fouls. A smart move by Coach Devins to take him out of the game with 5.4 seconds left in the first quarter.
A lot of new faces on the court for Chazy at this point and this early in the ball game, Joey. This is going to be a struggle for Chazy, even though they, like I say, they came off a huge victory the other night. It makes a big difference. They got to put their head together. They got to be calm. They got some junior players down there. It's going to be a wishy-washy game for this team.
You're right. It's a 10-point E-Town lead after 1, 18-8, and we'll be back after this break, after the cheerleaders are done. Okay, for the floor for Chazy, it's Corey Ellis, Corey Lewis, Andy Goodwin, Miguel Engelhardt, and Kenny Boyer to start the second quarter.
I'll tell you, E-Town playing a very good game so far, Joey. They move the ball well. Very fast team, very well-coached team. They're putting quite a play on Chazy at this point. A lot of game left, but it's going to be a struggle for Chazy with three of their starters out at this point.
Well, Chazy lost the first quarter, that's for sure. I think Chazy's mindset is let's just win the second quarter. You know, we'll let the score take care of itself, but let's not lose the second quarter like we lost the first quarter. Hume drives, but if Mr. Hume from E-Town has any say in the matter, Chazy will not win this quarter either. He makes the bucket. It's 20-8. E-Town. Andy Goodwin out of control, loses the ball.
Chazy looking very sloppy at this point. I mean, on this last defensive play, that gentleman just walked right through the center of the court, walked right through the paint, an easy layup. We can't have that. The defense has got to step it up.
Ratliff is a shooter. He goes down, he makes a 10-footer, and he ups the E-Town lead to 14 points. I'll tell you, Chazy misses Jacob Spiegel out there because Jacob is a three-point threat, and teams know that. Jacob's been at the varsity level for, what, 3 years now?
Yes, that's right, Joey.
Well, there's a foul called on E-Town. Number 4, green 4, which is Ratliff. That could be number 2 on him. Their coach is keeping him in. He's yelling instructions. Chazy will get the ball down underneath. They're down by 14 with 6 minutes and 45 seconds left.
I'll tell you what, Joey, if this Chazy team doesn't pick it up, you and I are going to get our shorts on, and it's not going to be pretty, but something's going to happen.
Stop, I can give you one rush down the court, and then you have to get me a defibrillator, because that'd be it for me, buddy. Andy Goodwin throws it up there. Saves it. Oh, good hustle by Andy Goodwin. Over to Kenny Boyer. Back to Goodwin. Goodwin, a little athletic. Finally called for the travel. It was entertaining, but not productive for Chazy on that play. Full court press for Chazy. E-Town taking the ball in. Hume has the ball. Guarded by Kenny Boyer. The ref sees it as a carry. Hume is questioning the call. Ref wants nothing to do with it. And it will be Chazy ball on the side.
This is where Chazy's got to take control. They got to take advantage of all these turnovers and make some hoops. Somebody's got to try some points from three-point land and get them back in this ball game.
Goodwin takes it in strong. That's what they got to have. Somebody's got to step up for Chazy and take control of this game. There's a full court pass. Hume gets the ball. Knocked away by Kenny Boyer. Good defense by Kenny Boyer.
Very nice defense by Kenny Boyer. He came from a long way out. The gentleman was all by himself. Number 23, Hume, all by himself down there. Could have made an easy layup, but Kenny had a good defensive play to keep us in it.
Well, Chazy needs a good defensive hold on this possession right here. Corey Lewis, I think he's talking trash. I think Lewis is talking trash to Ratliff right now. Kenny Boyer has the ball. Wisely holds up, looking for his guards. He sees Corey Ellis. Corey Ellis is a shooter. He can put points up if he takes the shot, but he passes it over to Corey Lewis. Lewis, a little head fake, trying to get by, trying to make something happen here. He sees the angle. He's going. Doesn't get the roll. Engelhart hanging on. And it is E-Town ball. Possession arrow was in E-Town's favor.
Again, Joey, Corey Lewis is a fantastic player, a muscle player, but he can't do it all by himself. I mean, he tries to walk in on that play. He had some people open on that play. You gotta watch the whole card and pick the open man.
See, now look at that movement by E-Town right there. That was some good ball movement. Easy bucket. Coach Devin did not like what he saw there. He has called a timeout. And Chazy will talk it over and figure out what to do. They're down by 14. What do they need to do to turn this game around?
Joey, they've got to be able to control the ball a lot better. They're turning the ball over way too many times and not playing very good defense tonight. You can see Corey Ellis again on that play. He's got to be between him and the basket, get lower, use his speed. The gentlemen are getting around him and heading to the hoop. He's got to be playing better defense.
When we come back from this break stop, we'll see if the what Coach Devins says pays any dividends. Back from the timeout, Coach Devins didn't like what he saw, so he called a timeout. And we're going to see exactly what's going to happen here. It's Chazy's ball. They'll be setting up to bring the ball up the court. It's going to be Corey Ellis taking the ball out. Chazy needs some help, boys. Andy Goodwin coming down. All 4 players for Chazy went down the other end. Nobody was here to help out Corey Ellis to bring the ball in, but Andy Goodwin did come back. He's got the ball now. He hits Lewis inside to Kenny Boyer. Kenny Boyer takes it to the hoop. He's fouled, a chance for a three-point play. He did that same type of thing against Northeastern, Stop.
I'll tell you, he has come on so strong this year, and they got to feed him more and more. He's a tall man. He's going to be over these guys. These guys are very quick, but they're not as tall as he is. If they can feed him all night long, they'll be right back in this ball game.
One thing I noticed about Kenny Boyer against the Northeastern game, good offensive rebound by Andy Goodwin, and Chazy has cut the lead to 10, is that Kenny Boyer's not afraid when he's in the paint to take it to the hoop, and that's what he needs to do. Good aggressive defense by Corey Ellis, but he's called for the foul. He did push him. Nobody likes to be called for a foul, but he definitely did foul him. It's a 10-point E-Town lead with 4 minutes and 46 seconds left. E-Town's working for an imbalanced play. Chazy's putting a full court press on. It's kind of a lax full court press, and E-Town breaks it very easily. Ratliff gets it over to Prime. Prime is in the game right now. Prime has it on the corner. Prime is looking. He gets it over to Huddig. Huddig overlooks everything. He gets it to Ratliff. Ratliff. The ball was kicked. Didn't call a kick, but it went out of bounds on E-Town. It is Chazy's ball. E-Town is putting a little pressure on right now, but Chazy's got the ball, bringing it up the court, Stop.
Great defensive effort by Chazy. I'll tell you, if they can get within about 6 points, this is going to be an exciting second half.
Well, it has the makings to be a great game. There's Kenny Boyer looking to take it to the hoop. There he is. Kenny Boyer's getting hot. 24-16, 4 minutes to go in the half. E-Town bringing the ball up. You can kind of feel the momentum changing right now, Stop.
I'll tell you, Kenny Boyer is getting more and more confidence with each game, and I'll tell you, he keeps putting the ball up and starts scoring some points. This guy is going to be a big, big factor for Chazy this year and next year.
That's right. Kenny's only a junior. That's right, huh? An acrobatic shot by E-Town, rebound by Andy Goodwin. Corey Lewis coming up. He's looking to take it in. Oh, the no-look pass to Miguel. Miguel thought Lewis was going up for 2. Wasn't expecting it. Green doesn't like what they see. Their coach calls the timeout. There's 3 minutes and 35 seconds left in the half. It's an 8-point E-Town lead. And the Chazy cheerleaders are coming out, and they're going to entertain the crowd right now. Is that E-Town? That was E-Town cheerleaders, folks. They're wearing green, and they confused me and Staub here. But it was E-Town cheerleaders. Did a nice job for their fans. And we're coming off the timeout here. Chazy's going on the defensive end. E-Town breaks from their huddle. And it will be E-Town ball, and Chazy putting a press on.
Miguel Engelhart, he's a newer player. He just came up from JV last year. Just doesn't have the confidence with Corey Lewis. Corey Lewis likes to feed the inside guys with some fancy passes sometimes, and he's got to be well aware of that, and he's got to be looking for that pass at all times.
Well, the guys that play with Corey Lewis all the time have come to expect the unexpected with him. Miguel's not used to that yet, but he will. And there was a nice play there from E-Town. Nice give and go, and they made an easy bucket, and they're back to a 10-point lead. Kenny Boyer's pivoting, looking to make the move. Kenny Boyer misses. Miguel had the rebound, lost the rebound. E-Town's coming down with it. Hume has the ball. Hume is a good athlete for E-Town. He was also a good soccer player for them this year.
Yes, Joey, I'll tell you, after Chazy beating them in soccer, E-Town sure doesn't want to lose to Chazy in basketball, and they're playing a fantastic game at this point.
Well, it is a 12-point E-Town lead right now. Chazy did have the momentum for a few minutes, but it has seemed to turn the E-Town way right now. Andy Goodwin is at top of the key. He's trying to find somebody that's open. Inside to Kenny Boyer, easy. No, Kenny misses the layup. He had it wide open, and he missed it, but E-Town gets the rebound. There's 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in the half. Ratliff for the 3. He can hit that. He misses that one. Good rebound. E-Town crashed the boards there, Staub.
Yes, they are. They're controlling the boards at this point. Chazy's got to get between their men. Like I said before, they got to play those boards. We got the bigger guys. No question about it, but this is a very, very fast E-Town Lion team.
Well, E-Town is on the offense right now. Number 10, Huddig has the ball. It was knocked away. Andy Goodwin has it. Finds Corey Lewis. Corey Lewis has one thing on his mind. That's go all the way. They got Corey for a double dribble. Corey's talking to the ref about it. Ref doesn't want anything to do with it. And Chazy's back on defense. E-Town is bringing it up the court. They do have a 12-point lead. Coach Devins is yelling instructions to his team right now. I think Chazy needs to cut it under 10 for the half. What do you think, Staub?
Absolutely, Joey. They got to get this game at least to 10 or 8 points by the half to make a ball game out of it. And some tough fouls right there. Cost them points, and it's going to give them a foul shot.
Well, Plant made a strong move to the basket. Miguel Engelhart was called for the foul, and Actually, it wasn't Plain, it was Maury who made a great play to the basket. Made the basket, has a chance for a 3-point lead, and he can increase this lead to 15 points. Oh, in and out. Good rebound, Kenny Boyer. All right, Kenny's looking up. Kenny's going. Holds it back, hits Goodwin. Goodwin wasn't expecting the pass, but he held on. It was a nice play for Goodwin to hold on to the play, or the ball. There's a minute 23 left in the half, and a 15-point or 14-point E-Town lead. Stop.
Yes, I'm seeing it. Oh, nice feed. Nice feed. Corey Lewis to Kenny Boyer underneath, and they got to do that all night long. He's a tall man, and he's making his shots tonight. Kenny Boyer can be a determining factor in this ball game. Only down by 12 points. He's got to turn it on for Chazy.
Well, there's a lot of game left here. I mean, we've got another half to go, and anything can happen. We saw that in the JV game earlier. E-Town came back from 14 to tie it. They ended up losing the game, but they did come back.
That's right, Joey, and I think Chazy can do the same thing, but I think Mr. Devins has got to definitely set them down at halftime. We got some inexperienced players in there, but they're getting some big experience tonight.
Well, I'll tell you, anytime you play a league game, every game's important. You know, these teams develop rivalries through the years with each other, and when they play each other, it's a tough game. There's no doubt about it. And E-Town has shown that tonight. Great move. Corey Lewis has the ball with 37 seconds left. He could cut it down to 10 points. And he does. Like we said, if they can get it to 10 or 8 points at the half, I think Coach Devins would be happy with that.
I believe you're right, Joey. This is a very, very quick E-Town Lions team. Very quick. They don't have a lot of height, but they're very, very fast. They move the ball very, very well. They wait for the open man. Look at them go. Give them credit. I mean, these guys, and they're young guys, and they're going to be around for a few more years. So they're going to have a good ball club in the coming years.
Well, E-Town is a well-coached team, as you can see, but they've definitely controlled the boards in the first half. Shot got off. It would have counted if it would have fell. And at the first half, it's 30-20 E-Town. Chazy's down by 10. I don't think they expected that, Stop.
No, but Joey, you got to give them credit. I mean, like I say, Chazy's without a couple of their top players tonight. It always puts a lot of pressure on some of the older guys. Puts a lot of pressure on Corey Lewis. Puts a lot of pressure on Kenny Boyer, who's doing a fantastic job tonight underneath the boards. He's scoring the points. He's coming through for Chazy. It's going to be a tough battle all the way through.
I agree, Staub, and we're going to take a little time out to watch the Chazy cheerleaders. For the second half, Staub. Can you give us how the scoring went for the first half there, Staub?
I wish I could, Joey. Actually, yes, I can. Corey Lewis has 4 points for Chazy. Kenny Boyer 6. Andy Goodwin has 7. Corey Ellis has 7. For the E-Town Lions, Ratcliffe has 7. Plout has 2. Huddig has 9. Maury 4. And Hume 8.
All right, Chazy had the first offensive chance. They could not capitalize on that. E-Town grabs the rebound. It's a 10-point E-Town lead. We're early in the third quarter. We have Maury on the wing who passes it out to Huddig. Huddig overlooking the court. He'll take the three-pointer. He misses. Rebound, Lewis. Lewis bringing it down. Lewis has got to get more people into the game. He can't do this by himself, Staub.
Absolutely, Joey. I agree with you 100%. And I think that should have been an offensive foul, but he got away with it, and he scored 2 points.
Yep, he did. But Chazy will take it. They've cut the lead to 8. They got a little full court press working right now. Wasn't too. Look at that, wide open. And Maury should have taken it to the hoop, but he passed it. Nobody was there to take it, and it was another turnover for E-Town. Chazy can cut this lead to 6 points on this possession, Stub.
Yes, Chazy's battling back. They're coming out a little bit stronger this time, playing some good defense at this point, getting a couple breaks, and let's see what happens.
Goodwin gets the roll, and Chazy has cut the lead to 6. I think we see another bucket from Chazy. I think E-Town will call a timeout because they'll have made 6 straight points, but right now it's a 6-point game. Some pressure from Chazy. Hume bringing it up the court. He's a good ball handler, that Hume for E-Town, number 23.
Yes, he is, Joey. He's kind of a stocky guy. He's very, very quick on his feet, though. Oh, he carried the ball, though, that time. Good turnover for Chazy.
Corey Ellis is taking the ball out. There is some pressure from E-Town. Not much of pressure, I guess. They kind of backed off as the ball was being thrown in. Goodwin's bringing it across the court. E-Town has gone into a 2-3 zone. Now they switched man-to-man. They mixed it up. Goodwin tried to get cute with the ball, turned it over. Hume grabs the ball, passes it over to Ratliff. And Ratliff is a playmaker for E-Town.
Yes, he is. I'll tell you, they got some good, strong players on this team. Move the ball well. They're a very quick team. I'll tell you, Chazy, that was a sloppy play by Andy Goodwin. He's got to control that ball with no pressure on him. I mean, to lose the ball like that, it's a costly turnover.
Oh, Corey Lewis made a great athletic play. He saw Kenny Ware. I think he took his eye off the ball just for a split second, and he lost it out of bounds. But there is a timeout from the E-Town coach, as we thought there would be. He wants to settle his boys down as they have a 6-point lead.
Yes, Joey, Chazy's looking good at this point. They're coming on strong. I think E-Town Lions might have came out a little bit confident, but Chazy's taking control for the first few minutes. Cut the lead back to 6. Looking real good.
Well, I can assure you this, as the game progresses, the intensity will pick up from both teams. They've kind of come out in slow motion, it seems like, here in the second half. Chazy's taken advantage of that, scoring the first 2 buckets to cut the lead down to 6. Both coaches are talking strategy in the timeout. E-Town's out on the floor first. Chazy follows, and it will be E-Town ball, trying to increase their lead to 8 as they're ahead by 6 right now. Okay, ball is into Ratliff. Ratliff behind the line, crosses the center court, guarded by Corey Lewis. Chazy is now into a man-to-man defense. Coach Devins has mixed it up a bit. Some sloppy ball handling there by Huddig. Huddig over to Maury, back to Huddig, over to Hume. Hume is calling the play. Chazy is mixing their defense up, causing a little trouble for E-Town right now. Good defense, but Ratliff is a shooter, and he buries the 10-footer, and it's an 8-point E-Town lead. Here comes Andy Goodwin. Goodwin slows it up. Goodwin off to one side. Goodwin into Kenny Ware. Sloppy pass by Goodwin. Ratliff knocks it out of bounds. It will be Chazy ball. Coach Devins is giving instructions to Andy Goodwin. Corey Ellis taking the ball out. He hits Goodwin. Goodwin, 19 seconds on the shot clock. Calling instructions to his players. Goodwin's handling the ball. I don't think he's the player that should be handling the ball right now. It should be Ellis or Lewis handling the ball as far as playmaker goes, not Andy Goodwin.
Andy Goodwin is a very good player, good soft touch, but he makes too many bad passes. Another one right there, and look at the costly point. 3 points for E-Town. He's got to make sure his passes get in crisp. He's got to dribble the ball down and make sure he gets inside.
Well, there must have been a change by Coach Devins, because Andy Goodwin is the playmaker right now, and he has Lewis underneath, Ellis up on top. Goodwin does have a soft touch. He misses that one. Rebound E-Town. Good defense by Chazy. Hume gets the ball. He's a good ball handler. He holds up, lets Chazy get out of there his way, and he brings the ball up. E-Town has an 11-point lead with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Actually, Chazy's lost ground this quarter, Stub.
Yeah, it's a big change from the other night. I mean, this whole lineup for Chazy's an intriguing lineup. We're missing a few players, our starting players. We've got 2 or 3 rookies that are kind of rookies in there right now, and you can see that they need to develop a little further, get some confidence, get some poise, and they'll be fine later on, but they're struggling a little bit.
Well, there's no doubt Jacob Spiegel and Sean Martin are 2 big keys to this team, but you can't take anything away from E-Town. They are playing a good game right now.
Very good game. Chazy cut the lead down to 6, and now we're back up to an 11-point lead, and it just shows you how quickly this game can change.
Well, E-Town has come in with a good game plan. They're playing very hard. They do have an 11-point game, or 11-point lead in this game. Andy Goodwin has the ball. He is the playmaker right now. There were some changes by Coach Devins at the half. Lewis now has the ball. Lewis was called for an offensive foul last time. And again, Chazy turns the ball over, Stop.
Too many turnovers. Too many turnovers. It's Corey Lewis tried to go in again all by himself. He's got 3 players on him. You got to use your whole team.
Looks like Kenny Boyer got a frustration foul there. Yep, it is on Kenny Boyer. And Coach Devins wants to talk it over. Chazy does have time to get back into this game, but time is marching on him.
Yes, Joey, there is a lot of time. I think Chazy's got to learn to use the whole team, though. You cannot just play with Corey Lewis. Corey's trying to do it all. I can see his frustration out there. He's got some new guys he's trying to play with tonight, and it's going to be a lot of work for him. But these guys are going to be up and coming. It's not a big thing. They're going to have to get him healthy again. Sean Martin's got to come in for his from his ankle injury. Jacob Spiegel should be back maybe in about 10 days from a knee injury. So they'll have to work with what they have and do the best they can.
That's right, Stop. One thing about the legendary Coach John Wooden, what he always said was it takes 10 hands to score a basket. And it just kind of saying what you said earlier, they got to move that ball around. It can't be the Corey Lewis show out there. He's got to distribute the ball to the other players. And if they do that, I think they'll see some positive results if they start moving the ball around.
Yeah, I think that they might have to rearrange a couple things, though. I'm not sure if Andy Goodwin is the guy to bring the ball up the court. His passes aren't quite sharp enough. I think I'd put him in the forward position, maybe let Corey Ellis or Lewis bring it up and try to drive the paint and feed the bigger men underneath.
Well, timeout was called by Coach Devins. We'll see what strategy he has employed for these guys. They are down by 11 with 3.5 minutes to go, and it's Hume with the ball. He's back out to Huddig. Huddig back to Hume. Kenny Boyer playing aggressive defense. Hume takes it to the hoop aggressively, and he's called a foul on, if I'm not mistaken, yep, Miguel Engelhart got called for the foul. It was a blocking foul. And Hume is going to the line for 2 with a chance to increase the lead.
Good aggressive defense by Chazy, Joey, but couldn't really do anything. I mean, he was heading toward the basket. He had a clear lane. What are you going to do? You got to foul him.
Yep, Martin is back in. It looks like he's given a shot, and I think that's going to be a big boost for Chazy. He is a starter, so it's nice to have your starter back in the game. Hume did make the first basket. He has increased the lead to 12. He could make it 13 right here. And he does, nothing but net. 3 minutes and 27 seconds left in the third quarter. It's a 13-point Elizabethtown lead. Goodwin brings the ball up. He inside to Martin. Martin back to Goodwin. Goodwin looking, nice feed to Kenny Boyer. Kenny Boyer shoots, hits the front of the rim. Rebound E-Town, which was Plant. Plant hits it to Ratliff. Ratliff is the playmaker for E-Town. He brings it back to Huddig. Huddig moving it to the 3-point line. Back to Hume. A pick set by Plant. Hume to the hoop. Good move by Hume. 15-point E-Town lead.
Great score by Hume. Drove right into the basket. Had a clear opening. Nice pass by his offensive man. Got to give E-Town credit. They're playing a good ball game tonight.
Yep, they sure are. Chazy just is not getting into their game right now. There's still time, but they got to do something soon here with 2 minutes and 37 seconds left in the third quarter, and they're down by 15. Corey Lewis on the wing. What is Corey going to do? He's driving. He's trying to make something happen here. Got him for travel. He's trying too much, Stubb.
Yeah, I mean, they're just not playing their game tonight. The ball movement is not there. They've got to be passing. Too much dribbling, too much one-man shows. They got to play some team ball.
Well, McKinley just came in for Plant with a 15-point lead. The coach for E-Town wants to give one of his better players a chance to rest, and McKinley's going to do some quality time out there to give that guy a rest. Well, we have Ratliff down here. He passes to Huddig. Huddig over to Ratliff. Ratliff takes a 12-footer. Nothing but net. A little bit of rim, but it's 2 points, and it's a 17-point Chazy lead. Or I'm sorry, E-Town lead, yeah.
Yeah, Joey, E-Town seems to be taking over this ball game. Chazy's getting very frustrated at this point. And E-Town is just hitting all their shots, which is really helping them. Corey Lewis is trying to be a one-man show. You just can't do that. Talking trash out there. You gotta play some ball out there and play with your teammates and pass the ball around.
Well, Chazy started the third quarter with 4 quick points. They cut it down to 6. It's been 11 unanswered points for E-Town after that 4-point run by Chazy. Lewis looking to get it in. Into Kenny Boyer. Kenny Boyer hits the basket, and he cuts it to 15. E-Town taking their time. There's 35 seconds on the shot clock. They have the full shot clock. Hume sees McKinley. He's back to Huddig. Huddig is trying to settle the troops down, setting up a play over to Hume. Chazy's in the man-to-man, and Hume buries a three-pointer with Kenny Blair in his face. And it's an 18-point game. And Staub, if you'd have told me this would have happened before the game started, I'd have said you're nuts.
I agree with you, Joey. They are just burying their three-point shots tonight, and Chazy's not hitting. That time we did hit one. Corey Lewis hit one, but all game long we've been missing that, and they're going to have to come up with a lot of them in a hurry in order to get us back in there.
Well, you don't ever want to go into the fourth quarter down by double digits, and it's looking like this may happen for Chazy. And if they're down by double digits, they're going to need a quarter to remember to pull off this victory. All right, the ball was missed by E-Town, went out of bounds. Chazy takes it in. Andy Goodwin coming up with 46 seconds. They need to cut into this lead because it's going to be a long fourth quarter if they don't get anything going. Martin has the ball, trying to work off that sprained knee or sprained ankle that he had earlier. Back out to Lewis. 36 seconds left in the quarter. Lewis another three. He misses. Strong rebound by Mowry. Knocked out by Lewis. It is E-Town's ball. It is 44-29 with 29.8 seconds left here in the third quarter. E-Town looking to pass it in. McKinley over to Huddig. Huddig will slow it down. 35 seconds on the shot clock, 25 left in the quarter. E-Town can work the last shot, not lose any ground. If anything, increase the lead that they currently have. They don't wait for the shot clock stop. He buried a three-pointer. 18-point E-Town lead.
Joey, this E-Town team is moving the ball so much better than Chazy. Chazy's getting a lesson right now in ball movement and in three-point shots.
Corey Lewis made a nice drive to cut the lead to 16. But for Chazy to have any chance in this game now with only 8 minutes to play, they got to have the quarter of their life stop.
Yes, they do, Joey, and it's not done. I mean, I've seen ball games like this before, and in 3 or 4 minutes can really be a burst of energy for some teams, and the score can change in a hurry, and we'll have to see what happens. At this point, E-Town's looking very, very good, very strong, moving the ball very, very well, and hitting their threes and doing a fantastic job.
I know Coach Stebbins must be a little disappointed right now. Here they were, they took out probably one of the best teams in the CVAC this year in Northeastern Clinton by 10 points, and to find his team down by 16 with 8 minutes to go.
Joey, I agree with you, and the thing is, they don't have the team that they had the other night. You got to give Chazy a little bit of credit. We had about 3 guys that were in there that were not quite experienced as the main players who are out tonight. But that's been the thing with Chazy. They've been so hot and cold all year long. They come out one game and they just blow teams away, and the next game they lose by the same amount. If they could just get a little more consistent in their play, they do very well in this league.
Well, one thing I picked up tonight is just how instrumental that Jacob Spiegel is to this team. You get Jacob and Corey Lewis out there running the plays, it's a different Chazy team. Well, Chazy is down by 16. We've started the fourth quarter. E-Town's got the ball in a 16-point lead. Things are looking good for them. Lewis knocks the ball away. Oh my God, a running one-hander by Mowry, and he drains it. And we got an 18-point E-Town lead. Chazy does not know has hit them tonight. E-Town has come to play ball. I think E-Town read the press clippings about that game. They definitely have Chazy's number tonight. Foul on Corey Lewis, and that might have been more of a jabbing. Corey Lewis has been jabbing the whole game, and he got called for a foul.
I didn't quite see the foul, Joey, but Corey didn't quite understand that call. You thought it was somebody else that threw that foul, but he got called on it, and then life goes on.
Absolutely. 18-point E-Town lead with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left. 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the quarter. E-Town makes another one. They've now increased that lead to 20 points. Andy Goodwin is coming down the court. Chazy down by 20. I don't think they've expected this tonight. I think they were just as shocked tonight as Northeastern was the other night. Corey Lewis misses a shot. He's looking for the three-point foul, but he didn't get it. Good hustle by Kenny Blair. Kenny Blair is working hard underneath, but he cannot get the ball to drop. E-Town coming down. Corey Ellis gives him a foul. Looks like a frustration foul. this ball game is definitely in the hands of E-Town right now, and I think before long you're going to see Coach Devins empty his bench.
Well, I think it's time that he maybe gets some new players in there. The game's pretty much over. Chazy's definitely frustrated. A technical foul has been called. Get some of those younger players in there. Give them a little experience. This is a nice time to do it.
Yeah, I mean the game's done with. Give your players a chance here. Right now we have Coach Welch leaving for Willsboro, who's here to spot the game out. And he sees all that he needs to see. He's heading back home right now. E-Town makes one of the technical shots, plus they get possession. Corey Ellis is coming off a little frustrated. And Frank Valigi is into the game right now. Frank Valigi is a newcomer this year to the varsity.
Yeah, Frank's been an excellent player for the junior varsity, a great little guard. I don't know if you know his sister, Jen Valigi. She plays for Clinton Community College. She's doing a fantastic job for them. Frank's a solid guard.
Yeah, that's right. And when you talk about a sister, she was one of the All-Stars for the Chazy girls last year, who did quite well in the MVAC as far as the MVAC goes.
Yep, a great player. Here comes Lewis again, mauls him down, misses the hoop, but there's the solid Kenny Boer.
Kenny Boer lays it up, but it is a 19-point E-Town lead with a little over 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Huddig guarded by Goodwin. Huddig is a good ball handler. Quite frankly, most of these E-Town players are very good ball handlers, Stop.
They're very, very good ball handlers, and they're very fast. Like I say, they don't have a lot of height, but boy, they got speed. I think Mr. Devins has got to make sure that we can get some three-point shots up there in a hurry with this much time left. We might want to feed Lewis or even Andy Goodwin, get some three-point plays up there just to see if we can get this ball game a little closer.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if we can cut it down to single digits, but they got a ways to go to do that. Frank Valigi, like you say, was a good ball player for the JVs, can be a good ball player for the varsity. It didn't look like it there, but it's his first game out here, or first time out tonight, and he's probably a little intimidated playing in a game of this caliber.
I agree with you. When you get in there and you're that young, I can remember those days. I'm sure you can, Joey. You get out there, your knees are shaking just a little bit.
Well, there's a good crowd here tonight watching this game. So, and, it's Chazy's on their home turf, and I think we got another technical call. I think it's Corey Lewis was called for that one, I think. Coach Devins trying to find out who was it on. He's having a discussion with the ref, but I think it was on Lewis, another technical. Well, Staub, before the game, we said it's a tale of two cities with this team. Is it the team that lost to Westport, or is it the team that beat Northeastern? And quite frankly, we're seeing the team that lost to Westport tonight.
Yeah, they just didn't come out as strong as they wanted to. Again, they didn't come out full force either, but listen, the game started off as any other game, and you got to come out every game, and then you got to be pumped up and ready to go.
Well, is it because Jacob was out of the game, or is it just that E-Town is just the better team tonight?
I think E-Town's just the better team tonight. Spiegel is definitely a great player for Chazy. He can have his on and off nights also. He might have made a big difference. Who knows? Unless he's playing, we'll never know. But I don't think he would have made all the difference in the world. They got to play better team ball, make less turnovers. And they got to get the boards. And Kenny Boer's doing a great job tonight. I'll tell you, he's my favorite player of the game. Lewis, yes, has scored more points, but Kenny Boer's worked like a horse all night.
Well, Kenny is a blue-collar worker. He'll work hard for you. But from my point of sitting right here, this has definitely been E-Town's night, and E-Town has been by far the better team tonight.
I agree with you, Joey. They played real good basketball, patient basketball, moved the ball well. Oh, Kenny Boer. Nice. I thought he was going to dunk that, Joey.
We thought Kenny was going to go for a dunk there. I think he wanted to, but the ball kind of slipped out of his hands. But he'll take the 2 points. The crowd got into it. They were kind of expecting a dunk. But Kenny will take the layup. It's an easy 2 points. E-Town comes back. Strong rebound. 3 Chazy defenders, and they got out-rebounded on that. That is truly amazing. But E-Town's up by 22 points with 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Corey Lewis coming around trying to do it all again. Beautiful feed to Kenny Boer.
All night long. That's what I've been praying all night long. Got to feed Kenny Boer and the tall guys underneath. If you get a guard down there that can bring the ball up, feed your big men on the boards.
One thing Corey Lewis has to understand, when he drives and there's 2 or 3 men on him, that means somebody has to be open. And if his eyes are open looking for the open player, he'll hit a Kenny Boer for an easy 2. And Corey Lewis cannot try to score every time he goes down there. Right there, he was looking for the open man, found Kenny Boyer, and it was an easy 2 points.
Got to do it all night long. As we said, you got to keep your head up and look for the open man.
Well, there's a foul underneath. Oh,
Kenny Boyer, that might be his number 5th or 6th foul.
I think they said it was 5 fouls. It is. Kenny Boyer has fouled out of the game. But I'll tell you what, Kenny Boyer fouled out because he played hard the whole game. All right, when you play hard the whole game, play tough defense and tough offense, he's got a good attitude coming off. Hey, it's a game, right? You play hard during the league, but when the playoffs come around, it's a whole new season, and they'll see these guys again.
Absolutely, Joey. Like I said earlier, Kenny Boyer was my favorite player of the game as far as for Chazy goes. He worked very, very hard tonight. Although he fouled out, he was the player that worked the best, I think.
Well, Miguel's got good height. He's been out there a little bit tonight, and this is going to be a good experience for him. I think he's a good rebounder, and if he gets a little more confidence out there, he'll be a strong varsity player for Chazy.
Absolutely, Joey. He's got some growing to do. You wait and see what he's going to look like next year. He'll probably be about 3 inches taller, a little bit bigger. Hopefully, he'll be having that basketball in his hand all summer long.
Andy Goodwin makes a nice 18-footer, and it's a 20-point lead for Elizabethtown. This game is definitely in hand for the Lions of Elizabethtown with a 20-point lead. Hume coming down, and Coach Evans is doing the right thing. He's emptying the bench. He's putting in Wesley Wilson, Jeremy Latchmore is going in, and that's nice to see. You know, when a coach can just say, hey, we were outplayed tonight, let's give the guys some playing time on the bench.
I agree, Joey. It's a great time to give them some experience. It'll also save the players, hopefully, that you need in the future from getting hurt. And, I think it's just great to get these younger players in there at this point in the ball game.
Absolutely. One thing you don't see too often, Staub, is Corey Lewis getting rejected. But number 10 for E-Town, Huddig, sent the ball back into Corey's face, and you don't see that too often.
No, Corey Lewis is so exceptionally talented. I mean, he's just got so much athleticism. But this E-Town team is so quick that, they can get up in the air in a hurry, and they can stuff anybody at any time.
Well, Staub, before the game started, you said they weren't tall, but they were quick, and they have shown us that tonight. And Ratliff makes the first of the 2 free throws. A 23-point Elizabethtown lead. Can you believe that?
I never would have expected it. I thought this game would probably be, 6 or 8 points difference between whoever would win. And this is a total shocker to me, but hey, it's just not your night.
Well, it's called for a jump ball, and the possession arrow does point Chazy's way. Chazy will get the ball. And with the 3 minutes and 54 seconds, they're going to play for a little bit of pride right now.
Yeah, Joey, like I said before, Chazy's so hot and cold. They come out one night and they beat everybody by 20. Next night and they just lose by 15. They got to get more consistent. They got to get their game plan down a little bit more solid. It can't be a one-man show. They got to play team ball.
Absolutely. Miguel Engelhart had a nice shot there. He missed it, but he went hard for the rebound. Didn't get it, but he played hard on that ball. Rebound by Lewis. Lewis coming down. Over behind the back. Here goes that acrobatic playing again. And Huddig blocked him, but Corey Lewis wins that battle that time. He gets fouled for 2.
Corey Lewis is just a playmaker on shots like that. He's an actor. He can draw a foul like anybody I have ever seen. He knew he was just playing with that guy at that time. Went down for the layup, drew the foul. He's so good at that.
Well, he misses, and here comes Matt Osher. Matt Osher doesn't see much time for Chazy, but it's nice to see him get out in a game like this with 3 minutes and 23 seconds left. Again, all this time they get out there is just helps them experience-wise when their turn does come.
That's right, Joey. These are young players that are probably their first time in the ball game. I think they've been in there maybe once before in the ball game all year long. Chazy's had such a tough schedule that they haven't got a lot of playing time, so it's nice to see them out there.
Well, we have Huddig with the ball. He gets it over to Prime. Prime looks back to Huddig. Huddig into Fenton, and it's like the E-Town coach has emptied his bench a little bit. Hume is out there. He's one of the better players for E-Town. Throws it too hard off Prime's hands, but hey, with a 22-point lead, so be it, right?
That's right, Joey.
Okay, we have Matt Osher taking the ball in. I'm a little surprised that E-Town's putting the pressure on right now. Press. They got a 22-point lead. I don't see the reason for that, but that's what they're doing. Corey Lewis has the ball. Now you see, that's just Lewis trying to do too much. You're a team of 5 people. You got to move the ball around. There you are. Wilson buries it. Cuts it to 20.
Yes, I agree with you, Joey. I think at this point, Matt should take out Lewis and put another guard in there, give him some experience, give Lewis a rest. He's worked hard tonight. He's done a fantastic job for Chazy, but it's time to get another player in there and give him some experience.
Matt Osher looks like he fouled McKinley. I don't know if it's one-on-one or if it's underneath. It's not one-on-one yet. And number 10 for Chazy is coming out. Holtzclaw is coming in for Corey Lewis, and I think Coach Devins heard you that last time you spoke.
Well, a lot of people hear me, Joey, when I speak, but that's just the nature of me.
Well, Staub, you are the supervisor, and you called that one, and Coach Devin does respect authority, and he took him out.
I think he has miracle ears, and I'm not sure, but even when I talk from a long ways away, he can hear what I'm saying.
Well, it was the right thing to do, and it's nice to see Mr. Thomas Holtzclaw get into the game. Again, he doesn't see much time, so it's nice to see him get a little bit of PT right now. And timeout called on the floor, and we're looking at the Chazy Eagle cheerleaders right now. Wesley Wilson coming down with the ball. Hit Jeremy Latchmore underneath. It's back out to Wilson. Yes, McGinley called a foul playing defense on Latchmore. And it's underneath. It's still not one-on-one yet. So it's underneath. And both coaches have emptied their bench. We're looking at Barton coming in for E-Town now. And that's nice to see both coaches do that toward the end of the game when the game is definitely in hand.
Yes, it is, Joey. It's nice to give these young guys experience. At this point in the ball game, E-Town's got a 20-point lead. Sit back, enjoy the action, get some experience, try to make some hoops, make her smart because you're going to be in there in a couple years.
That's right. Latchmore tried to make a strong play to the hoop. Didn't get the ball to fall. Rebound E-Town. 1:43 left. This game has been in hand since the start of the fourth quarter. E-Town 20-point lead. E-Town will go to 5-3 on the season. Chazy will drop to 6-4. Wilson again shoots. Rebound. Good rebound by Miguel Engelhart there, Stop.
Yeah, Miguel has played quite a bit this game. He's gotten a little bit of experience as the game went on. He muscled his way in there, got a nice rebound, gives Chazy possession.
All right, well, Chazy's ball with 1:28 left. Inside to Osher back out to Wilson. Wilson is the playmaker on the team right now. And Coates Holtzclaw tried the three-pointer and it just wasn't meant to be. E-Town grabs the rebound. We have Huddig with the ball, guarded by Osher. Huddig passes it over to Barton. Barton taking it to the hoop. And oh my God. Was fouled by Wilson, I think. That was a hard foul. And Barton will go to the line for 2 with 1:03 left, a 20-point lead. And we have Shane Dunbar coming in for Chazy right now. E-Town by 21. Humes back in for E-Town. Shane Dunbar in for Miguel. Engelhart down below. And E-Town a chance to extend the lead with this free throw. And they do. A 22-point Elizabethtown lead. A minute left in the game. Wilson with the ball. He'll take the three-pointer. Doesn't get it. Rebound by Fenton. Fenton over to Mitchell. Mitchell to Hume. Hume is a good ball handler. Less than a minute left in the game. Oh, good defense by Matt Osher on that one. It is E-Town ball on the side of the net with 43 seconds, Staub. Well, what are your thoughts on this game?
Joey, I just think Chazy's got to be a little more consistent. They come in, like I said before, they play one game really, really well. The next game, they just come out flat. The coach has got to find it somehow to pump these boys up and play more of a game ball. I mean, the last game, they just played so well together. They moved the ball so incredibly well. Tonight, they played too much one-man ball, and it just doesn't work.
No, well, this is a good wake-up call for him in the league, right? Oh, nice play by who was that underneath there? That would have been Wilson. That would have been Wesley Wilson on that play. Good defense. He's fouled for 2. But this could be a good wake-up call for Chazy, just like the wake-up call they gave Northeastern the other day.
Absolutely, Joey. And I mean, their record's only going to be 6-4 right now, so they're still on a winning end. They still got a lot of playoff hopes in mind. All they got to do is sharpen a few things up, and they still can be in contention in this league.
Well, you know, I'll go back to the games they played this year. They've beaten 3 CVAC teams this year. You know, and so they can play with anybody in either league, but it depends what team shows up.
Yeah, so just not consistent enough. They definitely got to pull together and work as a team, get some good practices in, get some of their players healthy again, and they'll do fine.
Well, you know, this game will go to E-Town, but Coach Devins can look at this and try to build off it. And, like you say, in practice, work on the things that he saw tonight that need to be worked on.
You know, another thing that happened, Joey, tonight, and this is the God's honest truth, Mr. Devins' girlfriend has come to every game that they've won this year, and notice she's not in the crowd tonight. I'm not sure, but she is the good luck charm for Chazy. I think we're going to make sure that she's here for every game from now on.
Well, we're going to have to tip off Coach Devins on that to get his girlfriend to these games, because when she's here, they win. When she's not here, they don't win. As told by Staub, the supervisor, Spiegel, better known as the singing supervisor.
And Joey, the choir boy, Tremblay, I'd like to thank you tonight for going play-by-play, and hope I did some colorful commentating for you. I had a good time. I'd like to thank Calvin Vision for being here tonight and offering for us to do this type of thing. We love doing it. It's a lot of fun. Don't forget, right, Joey, to support Calvin Vision.
Absolutely. These guys bring us memories. It doesn't take much to support these guys. I mean, we'll spend money for cable, think nothing of it. We'll support PBS, we'll think nothing of it. These guys bring hometown cable, as they call it, to the people of the North Country, and make a donation to them. It's $15 a month, $12 a month, whatever you can send. Support these guys. I know, and I talk to many people who enjoy watching Channel 24 on the cable network because of this hometown showings that they do for us.
Absolutely, Joey. They're a great crew. They come out to as many ball games as they can. We'd like to thank them for having us, and that's what happened in Chazy this 4th of January 2006.
Thank you very much.